ties it up.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Dwayne Athletic Complex at Holy Ghost Prep, where we have live soccer action between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the Roman Catholic Kaolites. I'm Caden Stewart. To my right, making his broadcast debut, is Syed Nakvi. So Syed, what do you think about today's game? How have you been feeling about your first stream?
It's been quite an excitement, to be honest. I'm really excited for hopefully Holy Ghost to get the win, and as of course I'm ready to see like a fantastic game happening by both productive teams.
Yeah. It has been a big build-up so far. We've had a lot of social media posts going around trying to get fans to come out to the game. But if you're not able to come out to the game, we hope you're listening to the stream live. We thank you for tuning in, and we thank you for skipping the Phillies game to listen to my voice tonight. So, as I always ask, simple question. What do you think the final score is going to be for this game? Get a final prediction in.
2-0 Ghost.
2-0 Ghost?
Maybe if Roman's lucky, I would say 2-1.
All right.
But hopefully, Ghost gets the win, pulls out, and gets the victory.
All right, so speaking of goals, the Firebirds have a +1 goal differential on the year with their 6-6 record. They have scored 18 and allowed 17, while Roman Catholic comes into the day 5-6-2 with a 3-3 away record and a dead even 19-19 goal differential. Like I said, evening out at 0. So we'll be going live with actual game action in about 5 minutes. At the moment, your starting goaltenders will be Billy Burke once again for HGP, as Tim Devine remains out with his injury. And for the moment for Roman Catholic, it will be Tom Kelly, the junior goalkeeper, in net for the Kaolites. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes with live game action between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the Roman Catholic Kaolites. Stay tuned for that. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Doing Athletic Complex. The buzzer is sounded at the stadium, signifying that it's almost game time here on the field. Both teams getting ready to line up. Again, the Firebirds coming in with a 6-6, 500 record, but 3-1 at home on the year, coming off of a 2-1 victory in which Tommy Walsh scored both goals for HGP, including obviously the go-ahead and eventual game-winning one with under 2 minutes to play in regulation. For Roman Catholic, it is a 5-6-2 record and a 3-3 away record, as they enter on a one-game win streak, compared to the Firebirds' 3.
Yeah, let's just hope Holy Ghost gets their record to be 7-6. Like, let's get that above 500. And that's the goal. And yeah, man, that's incredible.
So as you can tell based on the 3-1 record, the Firebirds have been very competitive at home. The home field atmosphere has certainly been a big aspect for them, especially on the new field. Even in their one loss, they were still competitive in just a 1-0 final score.
Yeah, man, the home crowd's like everything to a team. They need the motivation, and when they get the motivation, they ended up succeeding, or they ended up losing by a very close amount.
So the student section has been growing throughout the night, as it still is. Because if you know Ghost kids, they're sometimes late. Today they definitely are, as now we're finally getting some people up in the upper section, the student section. So both teams in their final huddles before pregame. We have 2 40-minute halves on the way with 1 10-minute timeout in between. But we'll try to kill a little bit of downtime with some Phillies score updates as that game gets underway in just a few moments.
Yeah, go Phils and go Holy Ghost.
A perfect day the Phillies and Holy Ghost would win today. Nice little pair. Unfortunately, the JV team could not kick off the doubleheader well, as they fell 2-0 versus the Roman Catholic JV team in the prelim game before tonight. So maybe a little bit of a premature horn, as neither side's still ready to go. So we'll be back when both sides are on the field, and we're ready to go with Roman Catholic and Holy Ghost Prep. All right, now we're officially back with the start of the game between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the Roman Catholic Kaolites. It's the Firebirds who will get the first touch of the ball. They go back and forth. They drop it off for Mike Cancellieri. Cancellieri up the near side looking for an open space. He had Tommy Walsh, goes a little bit past him. And Roman Catholic forces the first turnover of the game. It's a line drive pass out of bounds, and now the Firebirds take right back over. Or never mind, they say it was off of Tommy Walsh of HGP. So Roman Catholic will hold on along the near side. Inbounding is number 35, Pat Kitchenman. Kitchenman gets the bounce back right off his first pass. It's a line drive, goes right over Ramos' head. And it's a whistle against HGP as Kitchenman went down stumbling. So that allows the captain, Evan Hubert, the senior defenseman, to step up, and he'll take his first pass of the game. A free kick from the Roman Catholic side. He's got a long leg. And he fires one almost into Billy Burke's hands and net for HGP. It's bounced back up by Ramos. He found Walsh. Walsh found a head ball, and that ball finds turf but out of play. It's off of Roman Catholic, so HGP takes over with Dylan Logan Stewart up along the middle of the field. Logan Stewart double pump finds Mike Cancellieri. Cancellieri drops it off. Ethan Bede. Bede out across. Ramos along the far side of the emblem. Ramos all the way down. He had a man. He still has a man in Fleming, but it's a little bit too far. And Sean Fleming gets outran. So it's Hector Ortiz in net for Roman Catholic. Ortiz in net for Roman Catholic, and Billy Burke in net for HGP. So this season, Ortiz averaging 1.6 saves per game, and he has 2 shutouts recorded on the year in his few games started as he's been co-goalkeeping with Tom Kelly. So whistle against HGP in the middle of the field. Roman Catholic takes back over. Ball is booted all the way down. It's going to get past everyone. Shot on goal for Roman. Deflected and knocked down. What a great defensive play by the Firebirds. It may have been Ramos up on the far side.
Sure, Firebirds, keep that up.
Yeah, Roman Catholic had a wide open hole to the net, and Billy Burke got away with one. Gets away with one. Roman Catholic again knocks one out of play. That's Oscar Herrera knocking one down. It goes a little bit over the head of Massimo Chalka. Chalka wants Deanna. Deanna another half head ball. Mike Cancellieri has a Deanna all the way down. Deanna has Walsh. Walsh has open space. Walsh with help. Tommy Walsh all the way to the near side. Walsh centering feed. Knocked away. It's a goal! Tommy Walsh coming off a 2-goal performance last night. And he has his first assist of the game. One nothing as the Firebirds off the foot of Walsh take the lead.
Insane. For me, it looks like Tommy Walsh was stuck, but then Tommy Walsh with the incredible assist for the goal.
Yeah, Walsh splits the defenders and finds Sean Fleming, and Fleming gets his first goal of the game and his first home goal of the season.
And let's see how this goes.
Fleming's hit goes all the way down. It's cleared away by number 10, the co-captain, Dominic Ladis. Ladis' pass is sent all the way back down. Head ball towards the net by Evan Hubert. And Hubert's head ball winds up in the hands of his own goalkeeper, Hector Ortiz. Ortiz set and ready. His pass all the way up to Kitchenman, and Kitchenman got his first shot on goal of the game. It died out a little bit, but it's scooped up easily by Billy Burke. Roman Catholic coach trying to reiterate something to his team is Logan Stewart. Head ball goes back towards Billy Burke in net. Roman Catholic takes over around midfield. Now they're going back and forth, and HGP lines out of play. Roman Catholic now puts it on the move. Ethan Bede forces to track it down. Bede drops it off to Burke. Burke all the way up. Massimo Chalka. Chalka now wants Fleming. Fleming on the far side, but died out a little bit too fast. And it was picked off by Evan Hubert.
So far, my predictions turning out to be a little bit too true with Ghost getting the early advantage.
Yeah, a little bit less than what we thought so far
Yeah.
off that prediction.
Was expecting a really competitive game. Hopefully, we still get that because it's way too early in the game. But a goal to start it off is amazing.
Yeah, it's always good for the Firebirds to get off to a hot start. Roman Catholic is a second half team. They're averaging a full goal per second half per game this year. And Tommy Walsh found Sean Fleming a few minutes ago to make it 1-0 HGP. 5 minutes exactly have elapsed in this first half. It's cleared away by Ethan Bede. Bede's head ball is immediately picked up by Roman Catholic, and Bede has to do it again. And this time it goes out of play on off of Bass Productions' camera. And so it'll be another inbound for Pat Kitchenman. Kitchenman moves it up. It goes over the head of his intended target. And it's a turnover for Roman Catholic. HGP takes over.
Yikes.
And that was a non-uniform mistake for Roman Catholic. Logan Stewart is electing to hit the ball down. He will. It's a line drive, low-hanging pass. It goes over the head of, in the middle of Cancellieri. Now Fleming picks up the loose change. Fleming is centering pass, knocked away, and it's towards the net.
Goalie's doing good right now.
And Fleming fired it to Massimo Chalka, and Chalka's off-speed shot was immediately scooped up by Hector Ortiz. So Ortiz keeps the game at 1-0 HGP. And Holy Ghost will take over again with Logan Stewart at midfield. Logan Stewart moves it up, looking for Mike Kantz. He drops it off Stewart again. This time he's forced to retreat, and Logan Stewart, a little bit of a curving pass to Billy Burke. Burke will have it with some fancy footwork, drops it off Ramos, and now it's off of his foot and out of play. And from that was Logan Stewart again. Logan Stewart off of his foot. So now Pat Kitchenman takes over. Kitchenman and Chris Swanson now. Swanson back and forth. Swanson to the far side. Out to the bottom of the box, centering pass knocked away, and that was another missed opportunity for Roman Catholic, as they had a great centering pass, but nobody was home as Chris Swanson found the middle.
Yeah, passing up perfect opportunities right now for an easy lead, but 2 missed shots. That's not really good. Looking bad for Roman right now.
Yeah, the Cahill Lights still trailed by 1 off the goal by Fleming. Went out of, they inbound the ball, goes out of play up on the near side, and so HGP appears to be taking over. We do have one blind spot on this new field. We can do the new stand, and it's in that bottom left corner. So I'll kind of be guessing a little bit, but that pass again knocked out of play, and so the Firebirds will redo it. But this time Roman Catholic takes over, as they appear to have gone off Oscar Herrera for HGP, the junior. Billy Burke watches this corner kick come in. It's the first corner for either side, and he eats it up well as Burke makes his first save of the game. He had a lot of them on Monday, and only allowed the one great goal that was scored against Holy Ghost. Here's the pass all the way down. It's immediately touched by Axley Ramos, the junior defenseman for Roman, and Ramos' pass winds up trickling into the hands of Billy Burke as Ethan Bede was right around the area. Burke, a drop kick moonshot of a boot. It goes over the head of Walsh. Walsh now going back and forth. Logan Stewart wanted to whistle, didn't quite get it. It's going to go out of bounds off of him, so Pat Kitchenman takes it up. Kitchenman a two-hand forward toss inbound. It's going to go all the way up to Chris Swanson. Swanson back and forth, threading the needle. He got a great look, but just past the diving foot of Luckawake. Seroma will be credited with their second corner kick of the game. This time is coming from the far side. And Billy Burke will have to make his name known again. Here comes the line drive corner. Goes over everybody's head, including Burke. Burke now centering pass. It's going to be a whistle against Roman. And no disagreement calls from the Roman Catholic sideline or from the field. So unanimous decision that it was against Roman, and Holy Ghost takes over.
Well, you like to see it. You like to see it.
So HGP has done a great job on corner kicks. I've only seen them allow one corner kick goal in our 4 to 5 home streams of the year. This will be our 5th. Mike Cancellieri flying back and forth along the middle of the field. He's able to get the ball back for HGP off the inbound. Tommy Walsh has the ball stripped away. Kitchenman, great footwork by Roman Catholic. And now Mike Cancellieri going back and forth. Here comes the drop-off. Goes to Evan Hubert. Hubert to the middle of the space. And now it's over to Owen Adamo. And Adamo lost the ball initially, so Holy Ghost brought it all the way back down to Ortiz. Ortiz's kick goes over everybody, and Logan Stewart will get the benefit of the whistle for HGP. And he'll be the one inbounding it. Here comes the inbound. It goes right back and forth. HGP takes over as Fleming. Fleming chalk the net. And a little bit too far for Fleming as he was eaten up easily by Hector Ortiz. Ortiz, another drop boot over almost everybody's head. It was headballed back towards Swanson. And Swanson let it go over play. Let it go over his head. Jonathan Levine now. The sophomore defenseman takes over from just in front of the emblem. Levine, a line drive towards the net, over everyone's head again. This time it's going to go out of play as a whistle sounds. A Firebird and a KO light went down in the main box. And it's Holy Ghost who gets the benefit of the whistle. Ball is booted all the way down. Kitchenman has it on the near side. Kitchenman on a drop. It's a quick pass, Chris Swanson. And Swanson, who is sprinting down the near side, will get the whistle. So curious to see what happened. The Roman Catholic lining up for a free kick. It must have been an off-ball whistle as the Firebirds did not have possession of it at the time of the call. So Roman Catholic's free kick is a hook towards the net, into a crowd, head ball away, and it's going to die out immediately and go out of play. Unfortunately ruled off the Firebirds. So the KO Lights will take over. They go to the corner for their 3rd corner kick of these opening 13 minutes. There's a 3rd corner of the game, the 2nd from that far side, over Kitchenman's head. Back out to the corner, Chris Swanson. Swanson back, and that one's knocked away. Great defense by HGP as Michael Clayton had the ball forced out of him.
You like to see it. You like to see it.
So we have a quick stoppage time. Syed, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
So far I don't see Roman scoring right now. Let's hope it stays that way, so my prediction stays intact. I like the way how Ghost is keeping with the defense. Hopefully Billy Burke gets a little bit more saves. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, speaking of saves, Burke almost had another opportunity to, but the Firebird defense clams the door again, and so does Billy Burke, a diving save in the near corner.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying, Billy Burke.
And Billy Burke slams the door for the Firebirds, and that keeps it a 1-0 HGP lead through 14 minutes now, as Burke full send to the near corner. So Burke will gain possession of the ball right back. HGP takes over in the middle. Passing the ball back and forth, Kitchenman. Kitchenman on a drop. Was looking for his intended target in Brian Parkhill, the senior midfielder. Parkhill didn't quite get to it, so the Firebirds will inbound. So the Firebird inbound went out of bounds off HGP, so Roman Catholic takes over again. Evan Hubert will have the inbound.
Let's see what happens on this play.
Hubert drops it off to Kitchenman. Kitchenman throws it in. And Kitchenman goes over his teammate's head and Chris Swanson. And the Firebirds who took over off the overthrow sent it all the way back down to Ortiz in net. Ortiz on a drop-off, passes going back and forth, and this time it rattles out a play off the Firebirds sideline, and it went off of a KO Light foot, so the Firebirds have possession once more.
Let's see if they can score with this possession, hopefully.
So the Firebirds have been able to capitalize on most of their deep offensive possessions. By capitalizing, I mean at least get a shot on goal. Not all of them have gone in, obviously, but any opportunity is an opportunity. A line drive shot cancels Leary, and that one just offline.
Yeah, man, you hate
That
to
was
see
Logan
it.
Stewart.
You hate to see it.
So Logan Stewart's kick went out of bounds on the near side of the net, a few feet offline. And so now HGP takes over after Ortiz's kick went all the way out of play. Herrera tried to juggle it on his foot, but just missed making the right contact. And so now Kitchenman takes over for Roman Catholic. Kitchenman in inbound. He went right to Peter Crespo. Crespo went to Swanson, and Swanson had the whistle blown. Now Roman Catholic in hurry up as they will try to get a free kick off shortly. It was actually Ramos who is patrolling around the side of the ball, but this time he surrenders it to Jonathan Levine. Levine, the sophomore defenseman, sends one on net, caught in the air by Burke, and Burke makes his second save of the game. This one's booted all the way up across the emblem by Burke.
Like to see Billy Burke getting them saves, hopefully. Hopefully he gets more and more saves, you know, having the same productivity as Monday. He was very effective in that game.
So I had him credited for 6 saves on Monday. This one, maybe not quite a save, but definitely a good play by him and a smart one. But he's getting the whistle. Burke disagrees. And we'll have a quick stoppage of play. So much to the chagrin of Burke, it's the Roman Catholic Haolites with their first golden opportunity of the game. They'll have a free kick from the top of the box just inside the semicircle. Above the ball is Jonathan Levine, but he seems to be too far away to be taking the kick. So waiting on to see the representative. Here comes a line drive kick in. It's off of the face of a Kaolite. Friendly fire by both sides, and here comes Evan Hubert. Hubert out to the far side looking for open space. Centering feed knocked away up in the air by Oscar Herrera. And Herrera forces Ramos to the corner. I'm going to say Alexi too much. There's a lot of E's and X's in that.
Yeah, man. I don't blame you.
So apologize to Ramos for saying Alexi multiple times. I'll try my best. So the ball went out of bounds off the Fibers on the near side. So Roman Catholic with their great throw in, and Billy Burke makes the catch in the air. That's 3 saves for Burke in this first half, and there's still 21:50 to play and such. Kitchenman and Tommy Walsh going back and forth. Kitchenman may have had a handball, but it wasn't called. It was back and forth, though, so it would have been a close call regardless.
Looked like a handball from my point of view.
Regardless of the call, the Firebirds will hold on to possession, and they'll have an inbound right in front of their own bench from the far side of the field. Here comes the throw in. It goes up in the air. Fleming had a chance at it. Mike Cancellieri looking for his brother Matt. Now goes past him. Here's Walsh. Walsh centering feed just past Fleming. Fleming trying to keep himself on sides. He did, but it's going to cost the Firebirds possession. Here's Herrera back and forth now as the Firebirds regain it. Herrera, Matt Cancellieri back up to the top, and the Firebirds forced to reset. Ethan Bede moving back and forth. Left to right, Bede all the way down, and that's going to be offsides. Fleming disagrees, but it appears to be a reluctant disagree.
Play.
So Firebirds going back and forth with the ball around the emblem at the middle of the field. They keep going back and forth. It's Evan Hubert again. Hubert now drops off turnover as Massimo Chalka takes over. Chalka on a drop, Logan Stewart, and he's forced out. Yeah. So Massimo Chalka to inbound for HGP along the far side after they went out of play off of Roman Catholic. Chalka on the quick two-hand toss over the head of Walsh. It was headballed away by, looked to be Pat Kitchenman along the far side, and it's going to go out of play off the Roman Catholic Kaolites. Now Chalka's pass goes way over everybody. That goes out of play, and Ortiz will throw it in for Roman Catholic. He drops it off, slow-rolling kick, Pat Kitchenman. Kitchenman across the top of the box. He takes the drop off. Matt Cancellieri on the interception. Cancellieri back and forth. He's tripped up. Whoa. He wants a whistle. He's going to get one.
The crowd at Holy Ghost is getting much bigger. You like to see it. You like to see the people supporting us. We hope it gets even more bigger.
Yeah, it has been getting steadily increasing, but it's not quite the level that we had on opening night. Fleming back and forth now with Walsh. Walsh out in the open, had space, couldn't find anything with it. Walsh on a drop off, back and forth. Mike Cancellieri over up to Walsh, and it's just a little bit too far as Ortiz comes out of his zone to pick it up.
Drops it.
Both sides going back and forth. Now Roman Catholic forced a corral in the pass as Fleming was led perfectly, but just a little bit too far as Ortiz is able to pick it up. Ortiz looking along the far side, and he finds his man in Dominic Ladis. Ladis on a drop. He has Peter Crespo. Crespo back and forth. That went out of bounds. And so Roman Catholic takes the two-bounce pass. Line drive shot on net, head ball away as it went just past every Roman Catholic, man of Roman Catholic. And now Pat Kitchenman with a great pass, but it just led a little bit too far, was Axley Ramos. And Ramos just couldn't slam the ball home and tie the game with 17:40 to play in the first half.
Braden Bass is about to have a mean photo album after this game, that's for sure.
He always does. Everyone go follow Bass Productions on Instagram. I'm definitely going to get a thank you and a high five for that. And shout out Bass Productions. Back and forth, and Firebirds with a great line drive play. It doesn't look like much, but the Firebirds with another smart play. That one by Oscar Herrera to line the ball out of play up and along the far side by the student section.
Yeah, Firebirds had some early fire early in the game. 1-0 is pretty good. Let's hope they score more. Let's hope the game stays competitive.
So we've seen Walsh touching the ball a lot. So, would you say your key to the game would be Walsh being able to execute on those fast breaks? Walsh on the drop off. Walsh takes it back. Here comes the pass by Evan Hubert. Hubert moving it up on the drop. Chris Swanson. Swanson in open space. Back to Hubert. Hubert to the far side. Neither side doing much with it. It's picked up by Dominic Ladis. Ladis, Hubert again. Hubert all the way down. That one headed up in the air and away. Mason Deanna. Deanna picks it up. Here come Deanna and the Firebirds. Deanna all the way down. Walsh with speed, but not enough of it, as Deanna's pass will go out of play.
could have been such a beautiful sequence right there. Like, it's envisioning through my head right now.
That was a great-looking play, but HGP just couldn't get on top of it. Roman Catholic takes over. A quick pass, Kitchenman. It's been the same about 4 to 5 KO touching the ball the most today for Roman Catholic. It's been Hubert, Ladis, Ramos, Kitchenman, and I guess Ortiz in goal, but touching the ball by far the most for the KOites. And the Firebird defense has been able to read it well. Like Ancillary back and forth. Loose ball picked up Evan Hubert. And Hubert on the move. Off the sideline. It'll be just out of play off of Roman Catholic, and so the Firebirds take over. Here comes the throw-in. It goes right off the chest of Shane Akawik. And Akawik will have the ball go out of bounds off of him. The Firebirds take over. It's Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart on the drop-off. Mike Cancellari. Cancellari back. It's going to go out of play, but off Roman.
Still got about 14 minutes left of play.
And 14 minutes in this first half, 14 and a half, almost exactly. And then we have an additional 40 minutes to come in this second half, as Mike Cancellari has the ball go off of his chest out of play, frustrated with himself, but not much he can do there with great defense. Here's Kitchenman and 2 and 4 toss inbounds, going to go off 2 defenders, picked up by Axley Ramos. Ramos moving it up. Herrera back to Deanna. Deanna to Ramos now. Roman Catholic took over for the moment, but it's out of play off of Ramos' foot. And so the Firebirds will get credited again. Here come HGP sprinting all the way down, and to be whistled off as the Roman Catholic offensive possession is turned away. Evan Hubert has it. And Hubert and Roman Catholic will set up for a free kick in between the emblem and the top of the box. Here comes a free kick on the way. It's headballed out and sent way back down. Fleming moved it up. Pat Kitchenman touched the ball. But the last touch will be by Ortiz, as Ortiz takes back over for Roman Catholic. Ortiz in the slow drop-off, Pat Kitchenman. Kitchenman threads the needle. Great pass by him over the foot of Matt Cancellari. Cancellari all the way back. And led a little bit too far was Dominic Lodis. And Lodis will watch the ball go out of play. So here's the inbound for the Firebirds. It was thrown in by Deanna. Deanna found Herrera and was forced to retreat. And Herrera now with a quick turnover. Here comes Chris Swanson. Swanson on the move, has help and has space. Swanson led a man a little bit too far. It's going to go out of play, as letting it trickle out was Anthony Ramos on defense for the Firebirds, the senior. Roman Catholic's sideline has been incensed so far this game, as now Roman Catholic appears to be back on offense. There's a line drive pass a little bit too far. Billy Burke lets it go out of play. And Evan Hubert took a curving shot towards the net. The Fibers now take it up. Going back and forth with it is Brendan Lawson. Lawson moving up. He's going to go off everybody's head. And Billy Burke picks it up. So the Firebirds also have another notable inactive tonight. Brady Stout, good depth on defense for the Firebirds, as he's inactive along with Tim Devine. So again, Billy Burke getting the start. Stout usually a reserve, so no change in the starting lineup for him. But the Firebirds might seem to miss him later on with their with the depth there.
Hopefully Stout's all good to come back to practice tomorrow. You know, we wish him best of luck.
Yep. So the D's going back and forth. The D's found, actually Ramos. Ramos found the Firebirds. Now they go back and forth. Ball sent all the way back down by Deanna. Deanna finds Walsh, but Walsh couldn't find the ball initially, and so Ortiz picks it up. And now a flurry of whistles as Roman Catholic will stop in their tracks and drop the ball off. 10:25 to play in this first half. Still 1-0 HGP. Deanna forced to send the ball up. Deanna finds Walsh. Walsh along the far side. Picked up by Herrera. Herrera carrying speed in front of their own bench, and Herrera gets tripped up. No whistle. And let's see who holds on to the ball.
Looked like there should have been a whistle, but
yeah. It did seem to be all ball, but just the way he went down was kind of weird. Fleming on inbound for HGP. Fleming drops it off quickly. Herrera had the ball knocked away for a moment and now cleared away by Roman Catholic as they have a great first defensive possession in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Roman again, another quick lead, and Billy Burke a sliding grab out of the outskirts of his box. Burke will drop it and send it down. Picked up with passes going back and forth by Damian Bonanno. Bonanno will turn the ball over, so now it's Herrera, the other number 8, for Firebirds moving it up. He was trying to find Daniel Salasia on the far side, but Salasia couldn't track the ball in. Deanna and Mike Cancellieri going back and forth with it. Now Mike heaving it all the way down, looking for his brother Matt Cancellieri. Matt gets tripped up a little bit, but now he has the ball. Firebird possession. Matt on the drop off over to Oscar Herrera. Herrera to the near side. Pass is going back and forth as that pass came from Aaron Roth. Excuse me, my 45 is not on my roster tonight. So 45 for HGP with the pass. That's his first touch of the game. Kitchman going back and forth. Kitchman finds Evan Hubert on the move. And Hubert forced to drop it back off to Ortiz. Ortiz a hooking pass. I never understood how they get the hook on those passes. That really looks very nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty beautiful, if you ask me.
Yeah, if you know me, you know I'm not that soccer savvy, so I'm definitely not able to do that. Billy Burke catches this clear pass all the way back down on 2 hops in the outskirts of his own box. Burke will launch one down. And going back and forth with it now are Roman Catholic, the KO Lights. On the move, they have an offensive attack. Here they come on the outskirts of the box. Line drive shot and deflected away by HGP. It was actually Ramos who went on offense. And Ramos' pass just went over the net.
We got 7 minutes and 5 seconds left of play.
Yeah, 7 minutes, 5 seconds to play in this first half of regulation. Now the Firebirds back on offense, but way offside is HGP. Salasia disagrees, but it appeared to be pretty clear. So Salasia whistle for being offsides. That means Ortiz and the KO Lights take over. As the ball is sent away, back up in the air. Chalka back and forth. Chalka went down without a whistle. Great move by Evan Hubert. And Hubert back and forth, that one knocked away. And HGP with another good defensive stand. Herrera taken down. That's going to be a whistle. And it's going to be a whistle against Roman Catholic, and Hubert knows it. Line drive pass towards the box by HGP. It's a one bounce save by Ortiz. Ortiz drops it off. Moving it up is Peter Crespo. And Crespo's pass is knocked away. Ramos for HGP tried to play it along the sideline, but just couldn't toe tap it comfortably enough to keep it in. Crespo going back and forth. And Crespo's pass is intercepted by Herrera now. Herrera going back. On the drop, Deanna. Deanna back, Ramos. Ramos all the way down. He wanted Salasia, but Salasia just not fast enough to catch up to the ball. And so is Ortiz, who waits for it in his box. Ortiz, a slow roller to Pat Kitcheman, the senior. Kitcheman on the outskirts, moves it up. He finds Mike Cancellieri. Mike Cance on a drop, wanted Mark Stenardo, but just couldn't find him. Salasia, two toe taps, and Salasia back and forth. Great dribbles by Roman Catholic and HGP. But it winds up as a turnover for the Firebirds, and Roman Catholic takes over right in front of the emblem. Pass to the middle to Evan Hubert. Hubert back and forth. Hubert on a drop. That one knocked away. Going back and forth with the Firebirds. On the move, on a drop. Here goes Ramos. Ramos towards the net. That one knocked away and knocked down on a hop, picked up by Billy Burke. Burke has a drop kick on the outskirts of the box. Burke all the way down. Head ball towards the net. Ramos. Ramos now on the move. That one tripped up as Deanna couldn't quite get there. But Burke will save the day, and he'll take it up for the Firebirds.
We got 4 minutes left of play. Still 1-0 Ghost. Let's see if Roman can come up with something, or if Ghost could come up with another point.
Say 3:47 to play in this first half. Still 1-0 HGP. Ball's headed up back and forth. Herrera tried to track it down. Deanna, that one has the ball stripped away. Still loose in the middle. Finally picked up by Roman Catholic. It's Ryan Uholik. Uholik back and forth. On a drop now. Salasia. Salasia to the far side. Once Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart being boxed out. And a loose ball is knocked away from Mark Stenardo. Stenardo back and forth. A line drive pass from Kitcheman. That's going to go off the face of Mark Stenardo, who bounces right back up. Ortiz looking for a fresh ball on the outskirts of the box. 3 minutes to play in this first half. Still 1-0 HGP. Here's Evan Hubert. Hubert on a spin all the way down, and it's going to be picked up by Billy Burke in net. Burke on the outer box picks up the loose ball, trying to kill a little bit more clock as the Firebirds still lead by 1:03 to play. Burke a drop kick, line drive over the middle. Headed up in the air, picked up by Shane Lakawayek. Wayek back and forth. That one knocked away again. Finally picked up by HGP. They pick up on the far side. Fleming. Fleming up the middle. He wanted Salasia. A KL light went down. Salasia good defense. But Roman Catholic was able to keep the ball away and clear it out for the moment. Now it's sent back down. Walsh with speed, but just not enough.
Ortiz gets it.
Say again?
And Ortiz gets it.
Yeah, Ortiz gets it in the outskirts of his box. Ortiz moves it up. Mark Stenardo playing his heart out now along the sideline. But that one's sent out of play. More good defense by Mark Stenardo. So with Stenardo's good defense, that'll put Roman Catholic in position to take an offensive possession. First, they get the ball away from Mark Stenardo and the HGP. Stenardo gets whistled, and now Roman Catholic, they do take it over immediately. Picked up by Peter Crespo. Crespo moves one up. Passes it across to Jonathan Levine. Levine back and forth, and Levine towards the net, scooped up by Burke. Burke took a small hit. He had some words for Kaolite, And that might bring about a whistle, and it does.
We're under a minute left of play.
Under a minute and ticking. Burke definitely said something to warrant a whistle, but not enough for any type of yellow card or reprimandation like that. "35 seconds to play. Burke heaves one up, looking for Herrera. Herrera back and forth with Mike Cancellieri, and Herrera's pass is sailed. Somehow stayed in play. What a great touch by Sonardo. But that'll be a whistle going against Massimo Ciocca for HGP for an offsides. Ciocca's inbound is knocked away, deflected, and Sonardo gets the second whistle immediately. Under 10 seconds to play. This will be the end of the first half. Firebirds lead by 1, and they will through the final 40 minutes.
That's 1-0. Goose versus Roman. So far, predictions are looking sharp. Let's see if Roman can come up with more offensive power.
Hey, your prediction's currently on pace to be correct. He had 2-0 final score. Now it's 1-0 through the first 40 minutes of play, with the final 40 upcoming after the 10-minute intermission.
So is that like
We'll be right.
take a left and then we go right there?
We're right back after this 10-minute break as the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds lead it 1-0 over the Roman Catholic Kaolites. So we're back for a few seconds to give you a quick halftime report. We're messing with the network buffering on the stream, trying to get the glitching away. We've seen it lagging a little bit, so we hope this has worked so far. Let us know in the comments if it is working and it's a little bit better. In other news, the Phillies taking a 1-0 lead. And it's 1-0 here in the third inning as Kyle Schwarber has an RBI double. So we'll be back in about 4.5 minutes to start the second half. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel, where we continue with our live coverage of Holy Ghost Prep versus Roman Catholic varsity soccer from the Midway Athletic Complex. Through the first 40 minutes of play, it is a 1-0 Firebird lead off the goal by Sean Fleming early on in the first half, assisted by Tommy Walsh.
Man, I still have to talk about that assist from Tommy Walsh. Looked like he was in some serious trouble over there, maybe possibly a turnover or something out of play. But he managed to stick with it and managed to get the assist to pass it to Fleming over there, and it was insane.
Yeah, Walsh certainly with a great pass able to bail out the Firebird offense, who has been somewhat stagnant ever since that goal.
Let's just hope we get more goals, and I'm pretty sure Ghost is still 3-1 at home.
Yep, 3-1 at home.
Let's keep it. Let's keep that one. We don't want to make the losses go higher. And now there's play. Let's see what's about to happen.
First touch was by Shane Lakawayek for Holy Ghost Prep. Lakawayek with a pass all the way back down. It goes right back to him now. It's Kitchenman on the far side. Kitchenman and Lakawayek making 2 back-to-back touches. That one cleared away. That's going to go past everybody, including Massimo Chalka, playing containment along the far side. And Ortiz will track it down in net. Ortiz on a drop, going back and forth. Chris Swanson has it. So correction of the former pronunciation, Daniel Salea. Salea?
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah.
Daniel Salea.
Salea. Daniel Salea. So I was saying Salasia before, Daniel Salea. So he's wearing number 11 today. And Salea good to go. He's along the far side now for HGP. And Roman Catholic sideline still furious with their team's performance today, being shut out 1-0 by Billy Burke and HGP. Firebirds going back and forth, line drive, centering feed knocked away, and more good defense by the Firebirds. The centering pass came from Chris Swanson.
I'd like to see the game getting more and more competitive as time goes by. Surely becoming a must-watch game from Holy Ghost and Roman Catholic. You got to give their respect to both teams.
Swanson drops it off, Pat Kitchenman. Kitchenman, a line drive, shot almost over everything. It's bounced right back into play, but goes off the foot of Herrera. Herrera wants Chalka. Chalka has space and help. Chalka all the way down on the far side, up against the Roman Catholic bench. Massimo Chalka forced to the corner, being pressured out off of a foot, and now just a quick turnover as Chalka didn't have many people with him apparently towards the end, but now he knocks the ball out of play. Roman Catholic possession. Massimo Chalka, a great offensive play, and able to knock the ball out, or defensive play after going on offense. He is sprinting down on offense to make a good offensive play for Holy Ghost, but now Roman Catholic takes over. Going back and forth with it where the KO lights at the moment, but that's a quick turnover. HGP takes back over. Firebirds good to go. They're setting up the ball for an inbound along the far side of the Roman Catholic bench. Pass going back and forth, Mike Cancelleri. Cancelleri had Herrera in front of the ball, cleared away. It was over the head of almost every KO light, and now Fran Russo has it. Russo going back and forth. Russo's pass a little bit too far. Mason Deanna picks it up along the near side. Deanna being tracked down. It's a takedown. And Dominic Lobiondo just played the wrong type of football and taking down Mason Deanna.
Yeah, man. Straight up looked like it's from WWE right now.
So number 99 comes on. That's Dominic Lobiondo, a sophomore midi. And he took down Mason Deanna, the senior. I'm sorry, the sophomore.
That looked a little bit too personal, if you asked me.
It was a little awkward contact, but the whistle was called. However, Roman Catholic has now regained possession shortly after which.
Another whistle has been called.
And that whistle appears to also be going. This one appears to be going against Holy Ghost Prep, not also. So now Roman Catholic send it down. Here comes a line drive kick. It's on target. Head ball towards the net. Knocked away. Good defense and great clear by Dylan Logan Stewart. It'll go into the Firebird bench, but Logan Stewart is able to get it away. Roman Catholic will take over up along the Holy Ghost bench.
I like to see miraculous defense being played, and now let's hope the offense stays the same as well.
Quick inbound pass from Roman Catholic was knocked out of play, and so it will be Firebird ball up along the sideline. Quick inbound pass, that one again knocked away. This one's Fleming and Logan Stewart going back and forth. That pass up to the middle. Tommy Walsh couldn't bring it back in. Walsh now, Deanna in the middle. Herrera got turned around for HGP, and Herrera is able to force it to Ramos. Ramos clears it away. Roman Catholic takes back over just beyond the emblem. They go back and forth, and it's Evan Hubert now. Hubert will have it. Centering pass. It comes towards the net. It's knocked away. It was chest butted up in the air by Fran Russo. Russo going back and forth. Russo to Swanson. Swanson good to go. Swanson on a drop. Oscar Herrera. Herrera now, here's a pass. Line drive shot. That one way over everything.
Yeah, had a little too much power in that shot.
And just a touch much. And the shot came from the captain, or co-captain, Evan Hubert, the senior defenseman.
Play.
Oh, wait. Say again. Say again. No, he's muted. Say it again.
Huh? Oh. Currently there's 33 minutes left to play. Exactly. It's 33-52.
Yeah, 33-47 to play in the second half. Pressuring the ball out is Evan Hubert. Hubert back and forth. The pass cleared all the way down. Going down on the far side was actually Ramos. He'll pop back up, but the whistle will go against Roman Catholic. HGP takes over. They take the pass, goes back and forth. Massimo Chalka. Chalka around. It goes under the foot of Tommy Walsh. Walsh along the far side is going to come all the way back down. Ramos and Burke comes out of his zone to make the save.
I like to see that from Billy Burke. What is this, like his third save?
Okay, that wasn't on net, so maybe not quite a save, but he's had a lot of stops today.
Stops. That's what I meant to say. My apologies.
Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff. He's had a lot of them today, way more than 3. But I think he's had 3 saves today, but yeah.
3 saves.
Fleming and Herrera, that was all ball. That could not have been more ball by Oscar Herrera for HGP. And the right call is the no whistle. Here comes Roman Catholic on the move, coming off the no whistle. Kitchenman back and forth. He threads the needle. He has Jonathan Levine. Levine to the middle. Led a little bit too far. Burke, a diving save. Rebound attempt. That one's going to score. Burke made a great initial save, but the putback by Peter Crespo is just enough to give Roman Catholic the equalizer with 33.5 to play in the second. It's a 1-1 game as Burke has surrendered his first goal of the game, but after he made a brilliant save, nothing he can do in the second attempt.
Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, 1-1 right now. You see, at the end of the day, we're getting some competitive football being played. I'd like to see it.
And back and forth passes coming from Roman Catholic as they took right over after their own goal. Chris Swanson has it. And Swanson's pass went all the way down. Intended target did not quite make it to. And Billy Burke picks it up. Burke passes the ball all the way up to Walsh. Walsh back and forth. And his open space pass knocked away. Here comes Ramos. Ramos almost made contact with the head of Roman Catholic Kaolite. And now Ramos all the way down looking for Walsh. Walsh applying the pressure, but Ortiz is able to get it away. Ortiz all the way down. Head ball, Deanna. And now Herrera is taken down. No whistle for that. It was a little bit accidental contact by both sides. And now back-to-back pass is coming. Here's Crespo. Crespo to the middle. Pass is knocked away. Deanna, side head ball. Lobiondo. And Lobiondo's pass will go out of play. So Mason Deanna takes over after the out-of-bounds move by Roman Catholic. Pass out across, picked up along the far side now by number 14, Owen Adamo. Adamo all the way down. Adamo over the head of Chris Swanson. Swanson up in the air, headed away, picked up by Jonathan Levine. And Levine centering pass. That one almost his head ball. All the way across, and Fleming with a brilliant look, but just couldn't capitalize. As Fleming had the loose ball, swatted at it, and it just missed it by about 2 feet.
Yeah, man. Looked like it was going to go in from my point of view. Then I saw a little bit of a curve, you know.
And even though Fleming may miss the net, JT Remuto did not miss that ball. He sends one to the second deck for a 3-0 Phillies lead in the 4th inning. And yes, I know I am multitasking doing this, so maybe a little bit extra tip for me at the end of the game. Ortiz has it from the outskirts of his box. He shuffles it up. It's a drop off Pat Kitchenman. Kitchenman goes along the far side. Picked back up by Evan Hubert. Hubert has it now back and forth. Pass to the middle, it's Hubert again. Hubert has Chris Swanson next to him. Hubert wanted more of that. He wanted to Lobiondo. That one knocked away before it got to him. Swanson going back and forth with it now. Swanson, Levine. Levine to the middle. That one was loose out in front, but scooped up by Billy Burke. Burke steals the ball from Fran Russo, the sophomore midi, who was right in front of the net. Who had a chance to knock it away, but here goes Burke. Burke sending one all the way down. Head ball by Deanna. Deanna and Brendan Lawson now. Lawson sends the ball out of play, and it'll be a fresh ball coming in. And Holy Ghost Prep will be the beneficiary of said fresh ball. Here comes the pass all the way up. Ethan Bede knocks the ball forward. Bede all the way down. That pass is caught in midair by Ortiz. Ortiz takes the drop kick. He moves it all the way up, picked up by Deanna. Deanna moves it down. Kitchenman heads the ball back forward. Loose ball going back and forth. Herrera moving it around. Deanna now. Deanna to the middle. Mike Cancellieri. Cancellieri in a drop. Ethan Bede now. Bede to the middle. That has intercepted by Lobiondo. Here comes Dominic Lobiondo on the move. He's tripped up, and that's going to be a whistle, as Lobiondo might have a free kick from just outside the semicircle.
Roman's head coach has to be pleased with recent stagnant offense played by Roman, and Roman's defense as well has to be credited. You know, it's been pretty impeccable to see, and you like to see it.
Yeah, they started off the game pretty slow, did the Roman Catholic. Now they have a chance to take a lead on a free kick coming from maybe just a few yards beyond the outskirts of the box. It's a 1-1 game with 27.5 to play in the second half. Here's a line drive shot. Save Burke. Rebound attempt. Burke knocks it away. Great defense by HGP as Billy Burke makes 2 more clutch saves. And that brings his total to 6 on the day for the Firebird goalkeeper. But he's going to get a whistle, and Billy Burke is steadfast disagreeing. Burke cannot believe it. Neither can the Firebird sideline.
If I was Burke, I would also be pretty disappointed with that. You know, hate to see it, you know, after putting your hard work into that save and then, you know, then getting a whistle on that.
And that's going to be a penalty kick. And it's Chris Swanson, the sophomore midi, with a chance to put it past Burke. Burke disagreed with the whistle. Can he make the save here? He cannot.
Oh. Roman has taken the lead, 2-1.
Swanson allots the goal just below. Swanson scores the goal just below the diving body of Burke. Burke's still angry after the play, and rightfully so. Sorry for the delayed scoreboard update, folks. It's now 2-1 Roman Catholic. Having their second goal of the game.
Looks like the in-person scoreboard may have gotten it wrong. They say it's 3 Roman and 1 Ghost, but that is incorrect. It is 2 Roman and 1 Ghost.
So 2-1 Roman Catholic leads up the penalty kick goal. We saw Burke a lot of tough goal in the last game, and he was able to stay out of his own head and make a few quick saves after that looked masterful for the Firebirds' new goalie. At least for the moment with Tim Devine out. Let's hope he's able to do it again. Let's hope the Firebirds are able to take notes off of that and get some advantages of their own back on offense. They have not scored since the opening 5 minutes of the game. Ramos going back and forth. Ramos and Bede. Bede now picks it up. Ethan Bede moves it up. Splitting the defenders is Herrera. Herrera applying the pressure. Lobiando on the move. Lobiando to the middle. That one knocked away. Herrera. Herrera takes the pass back. Herrera wants Walsh, and Walsh is called for the offsides.
Wow.
There have been a lot of offsides calls today against HGP. None of them were agreed upon by the Firebirds. And while I'd be surprised if they were, that they have been pretty adamant that they were not.
You can see Walsh furious with that call.
And so Walsh gets whistled for the offsides. Brendan Lawson and the Firebirds looking to answer. Lawson all the way up. Walsh makes contact. That's going to be a whistle. And this time probably deservingly so against Walsh and the Firebirds. Centering past the penalty goal scorer Chris Swanson. Swanson to the middle. That one almost stripped away from him. Swanson open spaces. Mike Cancelleri. Cancelleri takes a hit, and that's going to be a whistle. That should be a card, says Anthony Ramos, and I tend to agree with him on that, as Mike Cancelleri took a big hit in the middle, and that was just pure targeting.
You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. You wish. That is pretty. Did he get a card? No card on that play, huh?
No card, but it's a free kick coming for HGP. Fleming will surrender it. Over to Ramos. Ramos is on net. Head ball up and away. Whistle against the Firebirds. This time, no disagreement from the Firebirds sideline. And so, good defense by Ortiz, who has the ball right now for Roman Catholic, and the remainder of the KL Light defense. Back and forth passes. The pass was lined off the head of Fleming. It went out of bounds off Fleming, so Lobiando will surrender the ball for the inbound. We'll drop it off to Dominic Ladis. Ladis. And his pass went out of bounds along the Firebird sideline. Dylan Logan Stewart now pick up the loose ball. Logan Stewart to the middle, Brendan Lawson, and Lawson was going around the Mo Chalka, who went down. Here comes the line drive shot on net for HGP. Lava Zaclita attempt that one just wide. It was kept back in by the Roman Catholic defense. And now Lawson going back and forth with it. Lawson had Herrera and Bede in front of him. They decided not to go to either of them. Lawson moves it forward. It was off the head of Deanna. Maybe not quite. Now Deanna takes it over. Deanna with open space. He has Walsh and Herrera. He goes to the open. Walsh in the corner. Did he leave him a little bit too much? And he did. Walsh just can't keep it in bounds. And 23 minutes remain for the Firebirds to score a game-tying goal as they now trail 2-1 in a matter of just 15 minutes.
What looked like an easy victory for the Firebirds in the early stages of the game turned out to be quite an upset, in my opinion. 2-1.
It's not an upset just yet. The game's definitely not over. Still plenty of time for the Firebirds. And they're going to have a corner kick on coming from the bottom corner. prime opportunity for the Firebirds to capitalize on this one. Ramos and Bede play containment. Here comes a shot. That one deflected away. It was Lawson who took it. Lawson to the far side. Ramos on the far side again, cutting back to the outside to the box. That one knocked away. And great defense by Roman Catholic to keep the ball away from the net. And to keep Ortiz staying, I guess, not busy would be the word. Here comes the inbound pass. It goes down the far side. Loose ball is brought down, and that's going to be a whistle going against Logan Stewart. The Firebird bench cannot believe it, as even worse was not called against them. Logan Stewart gets the whistle as a Roman Catholic KO light went down. This could be a possible card oncoming for the Firebird offense, or for the Firebirds in general, as everyone seems to disagree and is adamant. And we have a second penalty kick of the game coming for Roman Catholic, and this could be a possible nail in the coffin a little early on, as the Firebirds are looking to avoid giving up their third straight goal.
Yeah, we gotta believe in Billy Burke.
Burke aligns himself in net. He's ready to go. Here comes a shot. Burke makes the save.
Yeah.
Burke turns the ball away. Burke turns them away at the line, and Billy Burke keeps it at a 1-goal lead, getting cheers from the sideline. He just missed the last penalty kick he disagreed upon. This one a little bit more of a relevant call, and Burke stays strong out of his own head and back into the game as he keeps it 1 goal.
Always believe in your goalie. That's what I'm saying.
And when you have guys like Burke and Devine, you can't not. Did I say Devine? Burke and Devine. When you have guys like Burke and Devine, you can't not. That's not even a tongue twister, this is a brain fart. So Burke waiting to put the ball into play. Ramos just having a conversation with an official about something. Respectful enough that there was no card. And so Burke ready to go. Ramos ready, a line drive pass goes over the head of Fran Russo, who is staying back to play defense. And Russo, a Firebird, is tripped up. That's going to be a whistle. Firebirds have it with some space. Just in front of their side of the midfield line. It was all the way down. Walsh was led well. The ball is headed away. Matt Cancelleri back and forth. Cancelleri and Herrera now. Cancelleri tracking it down. Here's the move, Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart to Ethan Bede. Bede on the check back. Bede all the way down. A little bit of off-speed pass is picked up. Fleming, that's a great pass for Walsh, but a little bit too far as Walsh got the ball away from Ortiz. Ortiz forced to clear it away. And it probably wasn't as perfectly placed as Ortiz had wanted, as Ramos picks it up. Ramos moves it up to Deanna. Deanna headballing it back and forth. That one out of play. That's going to go off of Roman. Here's Ramos on the throw-in. Ramos all the way down. It goes off the foot of a Cahill light. And it'll go out of play, but it goes off the foot of a Firebird as well. It was a cluster of bodies in between. And so Ortiz takes it up for Roman Catholic.
19 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. 2-1 Roman and Ghost.
Yeah, 2-1 Roman Catholic leads Holy Ghost, 19-20. As I just said. So now the Cahill-lights are going to go back up on top, looking for a 2-goal lead this time after Burke turned them away. And Burke will do it again. Maybe not. Now he does. Bob with the initial save. It brings in the rebound and makes sure it stays a 1-goal lead. It's 2-1, 19 minutes to play. Burke has the ball at the top of the outskirts of the box. Burke tracking it down. The ball is cleared away. Picked up by Deanna. Deanna and Herrera now. Herrera on the drop. Passes it back. Mike Cancelleri back to Matt. Matt to the far side. Logan Stewart all the way down over the head of Walsh. Now it's passed back, looking for Fleming. Back to Deanna. Deanna back to Walsh. Deanna had the ball knocked away. And now the pass was moved all the way back up. Ethan B trying to track in the loose ball. That one knocked away. Centering pass coming Crespo. Crespo's ball knocked away, goes off the fence. It went off of B. Roman Catholic will have it. .18:06 to play. Here comes the full force throw in inbound. Up in the air, Dominic Ladise has the ball cleared away. Off the pass, here's Jonathan Levine. Levine to the middle, centering pass. Picked up by Bonanno. And that was intercepted by Dylan Logan Stewart now. Logan Stewart on the move. He wanted Tommy Walsh all the way down the field, but just couldn't quite make it to him. So the Firebirds are able to capitalize there. Roman Catholic now goes on the move. Here's a pass all the way down. The pass is a little bit led a little bit too far. Was number 8, Damian Bonanno. Ramos now moves it up. Ramos looking for Walsh, and Walsh was taken down. And Dominic Ladise will be called for the whistle. Fleming will take it up for Holy Ghost. Fleming has it from the outskirts of their own box, up along the sideline. Fleming and Logan Stewart will exchange roles as Logan Stewart now takes it. He has a line towards the net if he wants to take it or if he wants to go for a head ball. Logan Stewart goes for the line towards the net. It's a one-hopper, and it's caught by Ortiz, who pounces on it. Loose ball pass out to the side, picked up by Shane Lewaik. And he drops it off. Now he's going to go right back to Ladise. Ladise to the middle, head ball. That had a lot of power behind it. It was off him in the air by Crespo. And Crespo's pass was caught by Billy Burke. Burke underhand Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart on the move, looking for Walsh. Walsh a head ball, looking for Fleming. Now Fleming will pass it back to Deanna. Deanna in open space. Deanna on the drop. Mike Cancelleri. Cancelleri to Ethan Bede. Bede from the logo all the way down. He has a wide open Fleming, and Fleming just couldn't bring in the pass. Now he will in the corner, but he's in much worse position as he would have been. Fleming in trouble, and it'll go out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Firebirds, or at least close to it.
15 and a half minutes left of play. Still, the score is 2-1 Roman and Ghost.
And considering how the Firebirds have played since their opening 5 minutes, you have to think that it might be starting to get crunch time for HGP. Head ball away to the middle, looking for Herrera. Didn't quite get to him. That one cleared away. Bede playing containment, and he does a good job of it as Crespo takes it up. And Crespo went down. Be a whistle against Bede.
A lot of whistles against Firebirds today.
It's been a very physical game, but you have to say that most of the whistles have gone against HGP.
Yeah. Hopefully the team morale is still high enough, for Ghost to come back from the deficit and come with the win.
We've seen the Firebirds come back from deficits before. They were down 1-0 earlier on in the year against Kennett, and they came back and won 2-1 in overtime. So do not count them out in the slightest here today, as Billy Burke will clear one all the way out. Burke all the way down, wanted Walsh, but didn't quite make it to him. Walsh clears it down. Here's Bede. Bede by the Firebirds sideline. Head ball to the middle. That one died out fast. He's looking for Mike Cancelleri. Didn't quite get to him again. I know I say that a lot, but it didn't. And Ramos will slide kick it out of bounds. Here comes the run-up and the throw-in. It's brought in by Chris Swanson. Swanson to the outside, and that's going to be way offsides of Roman Catholic, and that wasn't close. Evan Hubert and Peter Crespo both offsides. Either one could have been called for. Either one could have been the call, as now Sean Fleming takes it to the corner. Fleming being boxed out, looking for open space. He wanted Deanna, but the ball will be lined out of play. Corner kick for the Firebirds.
Seems like they have ran this play actually many times, like throughout this period of time, throughout these 40 minutes. See what the Firebirds could come up with.
So Fleming will take the ball to the corner for the Firebirds. He aligns his men in front of the far side of the net. Fleming set to deal. He gets the whistle. It's a line drive shot. It's on net over everybody. And out of play. Who was it off of? It's going to stay with Ghost. It won't be a corner, but it's going to stay with Ghost.
12.5 minutes left of play.
Holy Ghost will inbound. Deanna with the head ball. Deanna picks it up away, and Mike Cancellieri, and he's called for the out of bounds. He can't believe it again. And Roman Catholic will take over. And Mike Cancellieri still adamant that it was out of bounds off Roman, going back to his original spot. Speaking of Roman, here they come on offense, as Deanna will have the ball go out of bounds off his foot.
Roman's offense has seemed a lot static compared from the first period of time, the first 40 minutes. Let's see what Ghost has to provide.
If Roman Catholic was scoreless to the first 40, it was 1-0 going into halftime. And the first 15 minutes of the second half, Roman Catholic put 2 in the back of the net. And almost had a third if it wasn't for a Billy Burke diving save on a penalty kick. Ethan Bede has it. Bede going back and forth. Bede, Deanna back to Matt Cancellieri, a perfect lead. And it was a little bit too far for Walsh and Fleming.
That's unfortunate. Ortiz has been today, man. Saved a lot. Stopped a lot, actually.
Passes going back and forth. Roman Catholic will have it. Pass goes out to this near side. Loose ball out to the side. One bouncer. It's too far for everybody, including Crespo, the intended target. That's going to go out of bounds. So Crespo does not have enough speed behind it to catch up to the ball. And so it'll be Holy Ghost Prep taking over with Billy Burke and Ethan Bede right in front of him. Bede ready to go from outside the front box. Bede all the way down over the heads of Deanna and Lawson. Head ball goes right back, and it goes over the head of Lawson again, and Logan Stewart will go out to the far side. Logan Stewart on the drop, Oscar Herrera. Herrera on the move, moving it up. Walsh back and forth with it, Mike Cancellieri. Cancellieri on the one bounce pass scooped up by Ortiz, and Ortiz will play it on a hop. Ortiz checks it down. It goes right to Chris Swanson. Swanson has Hubert, and Hubert has the ball.
Officially 10 minutes left of play.
Yep, 10 minutes even as Hubert takes the drop. Damian Bonanno. Fleming. Fleming across. Lawson wants to go. Pass to the outside. Logan Stewart on a check down. Logan Stewart kept his hands back, and he makes a good defensive play. Stewart with a good touch. He pivots, takes up the near side. Stewart moves it all the way up. He has Lawson. Lawson across the near side. Over to Mike Cancellieri. Mike Cancellieri to Oscar Herrera. Herrera across the emblem. Herrera wants Fleming. He has him. Fleming a little bit too hard of a pass. He's forced to reset. Back to the middle. Mike Cancellieri. Now over to Lawson. Lawson a check down. Walsh at the emblem. Walsh moves it up. Herrera a spin. From the logo. Herrera back to Lawson. Lawson goes down low. Firebird is made contact with, but a Roman Catholic Kaolite took the brunt of it. Roman Catholic down a man for the moment. Here goes Walsh. Walsh on a drop. Walsh, Cancellieri. Cancellieri out of bounds. It should be a corner. Or at least a card. That is ridiculous that it wasn't called. It's a yellow card against somebody, and it looks to be Holy Ghost, and this sideline cannot believe it. That's probably who it is against. The entire bench of Holy Ghost was standing up for a good 10 seconds, and rightfully so. That should have been at least a corner kick for the Firebirds, and they've not gotten the benefit of the doubt of any of these close calls today.
Yeah, you hate to see it, man. Questions the fate of this game. Firebirds are bringing the offense, though. That's for sure. Despite all the bad calls, well, not bad calls, but, you know,
questionable calls.
Questionable. Thank you, Caden.
Yep. And fighting back and forth between Herrera and Deanna. Now, here come the Roman Catholic Crusaders on the move. Crespo, and that one way high and outside. And it goes on to the track practice area. 8 minutes to play in this second half. It stays 2-1 Roman Catholic.
Kicked the ball a little too hard, you can say.
Roman Catholic will have it. Ethan Bede all the way down. Mike Cancelleri. And taken down was Tommy Walsh with the emblem. And it appears to finally be a whistle against Roman Catholic. Lawson calling for a call. Lawson calling for a card. He's got to be careful. He might get one of his own.
Something had happened.
Appears to be a second card going against someone.
I'm pretty sure it went against Lawson. I have to double check.
If it went against anybody on the Firebirds, that's who I imagine it went against. And it's just getting frustrating for HGP at this point as time stops at 7:29.
How these calls are going, but whatever happens is happening right now.
They really have been back and forth. The ball will be picked up, and an inbound will be coming on the way from Roman Catholic along the sideline. As we've both been saying, a lot of questionable calls. As this one, the latest one, has to be explained to the Firebirds sideline. Not really sure what the call was against. It appeared the Firebirds had gotten the benefit of the whistle, and then Lawson had said something after the play. I'm not sure if Lawson was the yellow card, but a card was given to the Firebirds sideline. So Billy Burke watches the pass trickle out of play next to him. And Burke ready to go. Burke has Ramos next to him. But I would think Burke would be taking the pass. Never mind, it's Ramos. I was wrong. Ramos all the way down. It was headballed by a Kaolite. Looking for Fleming. Fleming to Bede. Up in the air. Bede headballs it twice in a row. But this time it goes right to a member of the Kaolites. There goes Swanson. Swanson on the move. Swanson on the drop. Here's Owen Adamo. Adamo forced on the backstop. And Adamo's here they go. Here come the Firebirds on the move. Cutting back and forth Lawson. Lawson to Walsh. Walsh back to Lawson. Lawson is onside. Lawson to the far side now. He takes the drop off Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart to the side. Rebound shot. That one in the middle. No rebound at all. Lawson one-timer. Diving save by Ortiz.
Like to see it from Roman, man. That is.
Yeah, I got to give credit to Ortiz for that one. A game-saving possibility for a goal there. As Ortiz went full send. It did go out of bounds off of him, so it would be a corner kick for the Firebirds. But considering what it would have been if he wasn't there, I think both sides would take a goal. Or both sides would take a corner rather than a goal. 5:48 to play in the second. 2-1 Roman Catholic. A chance for an equalizer. Here comes the corner. It's over everybody. Back towards the net and caught by Ortiz in play. And Roman Catholic stays steadfast in their goal.
You do have to give a special shout out to Ortiz for he's been phenomenal throughout the game. Besides the first 5 minutes, you have to give him credit for that, man. That's actually insane.
Yeah, he really has. That was a brilliant save, and he made two of them right now. And now Ortiz was forced to track one down inside his own box. He's going to back one all the way out. Here goes Deanna. Deanna's passed a little bit too far. Taken down was a Cahill-Light. And now Roman Catholic is mad at a questionable call as Fran Russo had
Whistle has
shirt
been-
over head against the call.
There's a whistle.
Yeah, Fran Russo on the outside. Russo with a wardrobe malfunction, they're going to tie his shoe, and Billy Burke will take it up. Burke will have it on the outskirts of his box. It's Burke and Ramos. Burke sets it up for Ramos. Ramos hooked the last shot when they're in this position. And he'll take this one again. Ramos sends one all the way down. He wants Cancellieri in the middle. It goes over his head. Head balled back. Mike Cancellieri back to Fleming. Fleming in open space. Fleming, that one has knocked away. And Sean Fleming looking for Brendan Lawson. Now the Firebirds hold on to it. Lawson centering pass. Off of two defenders. Up in the air and caught by Ortiz. As Deanna couldn't finish the job and put it in the back of the net. Here comes the clear all the way down. It was Lawson. In between Lawson and Deanna, here comes Lobiondo, and Lobiondo's pass to go out of play. It went off the head of Lobiondo, so here comes Ramos. Ramos from midfield is called to hold up. 3:40 to play in the second. Can the Firebirds get an equalizer? Ramos all the way down the heave. Deanna up in the air, and maybe that was Chalka. Chalka's pass was knocked away. And here comes Ramos again. He does it again. Ramos to the middle looking for Fleming. Fleming has it. Fleming back to Walsh. Fleming in the middle has Herrera behind him. Now he goes to Walsh at the ricochet. Walsh all the way around. Hook shot. That one cleared away. Good defense by Roman Catholic as the Firebirds' last offensive opportunity over with now. As Roman Catholic will clear it away. Lobiondo specifically. Lobiondo all the way down. They stay on sides. Lobiondo's pass is deflected. It'll be out of bounds off of HGP, and Roman Catholic will take possession.
3 minutes left of play. 2-1 Roman and Ghost. Nothing has changed besides the first 15 minutes of the second period, where Roman had scored 2 consecutive goals, one being a penalty kick, which was a very questionable call according to Billy Burke, which looked pretty frustrated when he saw the call.
Yep. So 2.5 to play. It was a quick inbound from Swanson. Swanson was looking for his intended target in Fran Russo, but went out of bounds off of Russo. So Burke now moves up out and out of play. Pass goes down Ramos. Ramos and Lawson splitting roles on defense. Now here's Deanna. Deanna on a check down. Now it's Crespo. Crespo goes down low, and Crespo got tripped up. The Firebirds wanted possession, but it's going to be a whistle going against them. So possession is awarded to Roman Catholic.
Roman could use this possession to have a possible dagger into this team.
Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, if Holy Ghost loses this game, their record dips under 500, which is a six wins and 7 losses.
And a win for Roman Catholic will make them 600, make them 500.
Yeah.
At 6-6-2. Quick inbound coming from the KO Lights is picked up. Crespo in the corner being boxed out. That one knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds off Roman. 82 seconds to play in this second half. 2-1 Roman Catholic. One last hope for HGP. It's turned away at the moment. Here come the KO Lights in the corner. Looking to just kill out clock. Mike Cancellieri, an aggressive play. No whistle. Here's a pass back out. Crespo. That one deflected away. Good defense by Herrera. Herrera has Walsh. Walsh has Fleming. One last chance for the Firebirds. Walsh with speed, and Walsh has the ball cleared away. It's going to be a whistle going against Roman. 52 seconds in the Firebirds in hurry-up mode. It's Ramos at the midfield line. Ramos sends his man down. Fleming and Walsh among the men along this near side. Walsh has the ball go over his head. Fleming playing containment. It's going to go back out to Deanna instead. Deanna, line drive pass all the way down, looking for Logan Stewart. Just going to go a little bit over his head. Logan Stewart has Lawson now. Lawson in the corner. Lawson being pressured out. 27 seconds to play. Lawson has the ball knocked out of play. It's going to stay with HGP, but they're running out of time. They're going to need a buzzer beater. Lawson underneath. Here's Ramos. Ramos to the net, up in the air, caught by Ortiz. And that should be the dagger with 10 seconds. The Firebirds ended on a shot on goal, but Ortiz clears it down, and that will be the game, as Deanna had not enough power on that to get it down. So your final score from the Duane Athletic Complex, the Roman Catholic Kaolites 2 and the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds 1. Firebirds' home record decreases to 3-2 on the year and 6-7 overall. Meanwhile, the Roman Catholic Kaolites have extended their win streak to now 2 consecutive games. Their 4-3 away record is now over 500, and their overall record back to 500 at 6-2.
What a fortunate beginning looked, unfortunately, to be an end. Didn't go their way. A lot of suspicious calls, not meant for HGP according to them, but a call is a call.
Nothing you can really do about that. There was a lot of questionable calls. They were toss-ups. Just looked very frustrating for the Firebirds if you're a Firebird fan or especially a player on that sideline, unable to do anything about it.
The stands didn't look as packed, but there was at least...
I think it was more spread out, honestly.
Yeah, it was more spread out because it looked like there was people, but as people were starting to leave, some of them looking disappointed, brings into question,
Just overall attendance.
Yeah, the overall attendance was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was packed compared to opening night. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all home watching the Phillies game. The Phillies currently lead 3-0. So for all of you who wants to watch the Phillies game, we'll do a quick wrap-up show. It's 2-1 Roman Catholic defeating Holy Ghost Prep here in our second-to-last home primetime game of the year. 2 more soccer streams left until the possible playoffs, with the last one coming late in October in that late second week. So your MVP of the game for the Firebirds had to be Sean Fleming, even though he scored the only goal for the Firebirds. It was early on. Tried to set the tone. It was a great pass by Tommy Walsh, but Fleming did the rest and made it 1-0 at the time. Overall, though, your game MVP would have to be Ortiz, whose only mistake was allowing that goal. Ortiz made every single save and every opportunity since then, and he looked absolutely perfect if you discredit those first 5 minutes.
Did you see how high he was jumping to save them goals,
he was easily able to touch that top post, and there was nothing the Firebird defense or Firebird offense to do about that all day, nor could their defense do anything about the Roman Catholic offense in the second half.
That is incredible, man. From Ortiz especially, you got to give a special shout-out to him, man.
Yeah, kudos to Roman Catholic. They came to our house. They had a good game. They win it 2-1, with the penalty kick being the deciding goal. Swanson scored the deciding goal. Chris Swanson, the sophomore midi, with a game winner for Roman Catholic. It is a 2-1 final score from the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Be sure to stay tuned for our next stream coming up in a couple of days. I wish I had the exact date for you. That was the one thing I didn't research for today's game. So yeah, real quick, one word to describe your first stream.
A journey. Like you learn. You know, sometimes you mess up, sometimes you know what you're doing. And at the end of the day, it's always a learning experience, and I'm always down. Thank you, Kaden.
Yep, you're very welcome. A wire in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very welcome. So that'll do it for today's stream. Again, one more time, your final score: Roman Catholic 2, Holy Ghost Prep 1. I'm Caden Stewart.
And I'm Syed.
And we're signing off from the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel at the Duane Athletic Complex.
Holy Ghost Prep ties it up.
Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.